Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder with yet another Reddit story for you. Title of this one is Awkward Wedding Solo That No One Asked For. A couple of years ago, one of my best friends since middle school got married. We were fresh out of college and she's not into big flashy events, so they decided on a smaller, more intimate wedding that would be easy to keep their limited budget under control. For her wedding party, she chose her sister as maid of honor and then the groom's sister and I as bridesmaids. Planning the bachelorette party fell to me and the groom's sister because the maid of honor was still in high school. I went over to the sister's house one day and we planned everything out. It was a normal afternoon right up until I went to leave. She asked if I could stay a few more minutes so she could show me the wedding gift she got them. I said okay, and she disappeared from the room for a few minutes. When she came back, she had a karaoke machine with her. I assumed that was the gift because I knew the couple both liked to karaoke. But then she hit play and started singing at me. Not to, at. In her living room, with a microphone. I had literally only met her a few weeks before and I was completely stunned that this was even happening. When she was done, she asked me what I thought. I carefully said I was a little unsure what the gift was exactly. She said, I'm going to sing to them at the wedding during the speeches. I had to fight so hard to hold back my laughter and wipe the confusion off my face because, for one, she wasn't a good singer, and she was never asked to give a speech. I also knew my friend would simply hate it. So I told her while I thought it was a nice gesture, she probably should leave the speeches for those who were asked to keep the reception timeline on track. She seemed disappointed, but she agreed, and I thought that was the end of that crazy/horrible idea. Cut to the reception. The speeches are all done and the DJ is starting to announce dinner when the groom's sister stands up and says, "Wait! I have something to say." She then reached under the table and pulled out her karaoke machine. Nobody but me understood what was about to happen. I feel like we've got to do this because it just makes sense. Sister, do you really want to hurt me? She pushed play and went on to sing a 6-minute song. The whole time she kept staring the bride and groom down aggressively in the eyes, and she sounded even worse than she did at her house. It was the cringiest thing I've ever witnessed at a wedding or anywhere else for that matter. When she was finally finished, the whole room was silent. After a few uncomfortable seconds, the DJ finally said, "Let's give it up for the groom's sister! Everybody's when you're supposed to clap." People clapped really awkwardly, but you could tell no one liked it or knew what to say. The groom's sister ended up bursting into tears and ran out of the room. Her mom got up and actually followed her. We didn't really see her for the rest of the night. I later found out that she was upset with every single person in that room because nobody appreciated her gift, and in her opinion, it was the best gift the couple had or would ever receive.
That's a bold statement. It's very bold. Very bold.
It's like Ross learning the bagpipes. My friend told me she would have been mad, but the whole awkwardness of it all just makes her laugh every time she thinks about it, and her sister-in-law, who she has never liked, was finally put in her place. Well, hell yeah for that. Hell yes for that. Finally getting put in her place. But look. If somebody is like, "Hey, I have something to show you," and then pulls out the microphone and the karaoke machine and gives you a private performance, and after that private performance, they're told maybe don't do that, they at least know there's a risk involved, right? She knew there was a risk involved, and she rolled them dice anyway, and she's like, YOLO. This is going to be the best gift they'll ever have. Ever. But to come out of that room, to come out of that room with awkward, what the hell was that? Sounded like two cats in a battle being injured by each other. Like, to have this really not well received performance, to storm out of that room where, let's say there's 100 people there, right? To say there's 100 people there, not one of them responded positively, to leave that room and be like, "I am upset with every single one of those people. They just don't understand what art is." Girly, at what point do you accept that you're not good? At what point? Like, you could be embarrassed, sure. But when you YOLO'd this thing, you knew there was a risk. When you did a private performance for a girl you met 3 weeks ago, and she was like, yeah, you knew there was a risk. But you YOLO'd it anyway. I'm so glad to hear that bride was not upset. And then she was like, actually, it worked out because she finally got put in her place. Like, hell yeah. Hooray for that. Oh my goodness. It is a gift that keeps on giving. It's a great memory now. Maybe she's a comedian and we didn't know it. Maybe it was like intentionally cringe because that was the best gift that could ever be given is like this funny moment.
Right.
Plot twist. She's brilliant. Not at singing, but at like awkward comedy. Maybe. Hey, Katie, the red drop in the $5 super says, I'm about as protective of microphones as Dusty is about cake. This is microphone abuse. I know it all starts with the artist, but a microphone suffered. The microphone after that is like, I'm done, guys. I'm done.